feels good. I have to say it. This room looks extra handsome.
Thank you.
Not you, Ace, for God's sake.
I think Reno looks lovely.
That's the voice of Chick McGee. He's back after having his heart procedure here in the Napa Auto Parts Studios. You know what's really sad?
I did not have a heart attack again.
No, just a procedure, a cardiovascular procedure.
That's right.
Chick goes in the hospital for a few days, has a cardiovascular procedure, and he's still got a better tan than I do.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Everybody in the hospital. Wow, you're tan. Where have you been? Everybody.
That's
Is
nice.
it that?
That's
Is it
nice.
that? Do I have the old lady and something about Mary Tan? Is that what this?
No.
That's good.
You don't look withered like
No,
an
so
old catcher's mitt.
I come in. Reno's in my chair. Josh is in my parking spot.
That's because Reno was too close to my parking spot. He wasn't in it, but he was almost in it.
I couldn't see. It was
and then
I'm dating your ex-wife.
Reno admitted there was a bathing issue. And so we asked him to sit. Yesterday he sat where he is now, but we had him sit in your chair today to keep him farther away.
I stunk yesterday. I got after the show. I kept thinking at first. I thought it might be Josh. I wasn't going to say anything because I was trying to be sweet, and I was like,
Okay.
Josh,
All right.
and I kept smelling, and then it was me. I had rank BO.
What happened?
I don't know, man. I drove from Nashville.
Well, I called him.
Forgot his deodorant?
I didn't know.
Oh, that's
I didn't
right.
know you were having the heart procedure until like noon on Sunday.
See,
So I called Reno and I said, "Hey, can you get up here?"
This story has so many layers. Sunday morning, I got up and I've been battling this for how long?
Yeah, you've
20
had
years,
issues with. Is
25
it
years.
pronounced angina or angina?
Angina. Well, that's the thing. It wasn't that. It was different. It was a chest pressure, and so I, 6:30, 7 o'clock Sunday morning. I think, wow, this isn't right. So I get up. I go to the emergency room, and they take care of you pretty quick.
Did you shower first?
No, I couldn't.
Oh wow!
I did.
See,
I had
he
my
stinks
slipper-
too.
I had my slipper on. No, I've showered since then.
Somebody did it for you.
Showered since then, boner.
Are you all shaved then? You all shaved?
Yes, I did get a nice
Editor's
sponge
note:
bath.
Reno's nickname used to be Boner. Back to you, Chick.
No, so the thing that really started making me worried, like this is a Sunday, and they're looking at me and they're going, well, we're going to call the team in and we're going to do this today.
Oh.
So Sunday at 12:30, noon, they're crawling around inside me.
This is, and we should explain. This isn't open heart surgery. This is where they go in from your, what is it? The arteries, are they in your thighs? Is that
Right near my wiener.
Yeah.
And by the way, Tom,
Yeah.
completely shaved now.
Yeah, there you go.
I evened it out last night, actually.
Oh, you enjoying it?
They just, like the right leg, so they had the right half shaved.
Well, you've heard my story.
Just the right
You
half.
take it out for a drive yet?
I had.
Even it up?
I mean, I'm a gentleman.
Thank you, Chick. No, I had to have a procedure done years ago, and you're out, obviously, and in this case, you wake up and they've got people. They have their hands on the inside of your thighs, holding whatever it is, the artery shut, and then they tell you they finally get it to whatever it does. I don't know the science here, coagulate or whatever,
Clot or something.
But then they tell you keep reaching down there. If it's wet, pull the string. That means you're bleeding again.
Oh, Jesus.
No, this is the way it's done. So anyway, my story was, at the time, I just happened to be alone. There was no one at my house after I was sent home after a day. And I hadn't really seen anything because you don't look down there. And I was on the phone, and I hadn't gotten out of bed much. I'm on the phone, and I walk in my bathroom, and I look up, and I didn't realize they had just shaved the sides. So I had the Hitler thing going. On the ladies, it's called the Clitler, by the way.
When I'm not here, he's out of control.
Oh, yeah.
Out of
So
control.
yeah, I know what you're
Doesn't
talking
shut
about.
up, and he's out.
But the team went in there and they fixed you up. You got a couple stents in there.
And they don't make an incision anymore. They call it a poke.
Oh, really?
They just poke you. They poke a hole and then they
Is
run
this a
the
Facebook thing? Does
wire up.
what's his name get a
poking you?
percentage?
They numb you first, though, right?
Zuckerberg get his taste.
Well, that's the thing. I for the third time, as near as I can figure, as we say in the Midwest, the third time I fainted. I guess I was heading to
Pussy.
They don't put you out for that?
I was heading to do something before the procedure, and I forget what it was because Sunday's a blur. And I fainted.
Did you drop the shot glass?
So they,
This is all well and good, but did you,
Here in the bar.
the answer's no. I did not.
did you get your deck finished?
His deck is shaved.
What is it about you women and this deck progress?
Because the last time we saw
No,
you
I
Friday,
didn't.
Because on Friday you said you were going to go
pick
do
up
your
linseed
deck on
oil and do your
Saturday.
deck.
I picked up my linseed oil and
Yes?
it's sitting on the deck right now.
Oh.
It's unopened. But I did get my new grill together. And then I realized that we promised to get Josh
A grill
a
for my
grill for a housewarming birthday present. And how long have you been in the house?
about a year.
I haven't gotten him a grill yet.
well, then you should do it.
you need a grill.
Reno has the egg.
Green egg, yeah.
You got egg money.
Well,
Hey, money.
actually, it
He's
was
got
a.
egg money.
It was
Actually, now Reno has
these
half an egg.
yeah,
I mean, you used to have egg money.
yeah. I no longer. I still have the egg.
Those things are $800 though, man.
Yeah,
More
my
than
wife
that.
bought
More
it.
than that.
Not my wife now bought it for me as a birthday present, and before we got married, I was like, that is a keeper.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Nice. Well, anyways, Chick is back from his heart procedure.
You
I
look
don't know.
great.
I don't know
You
how
look
long
tan,
I'll be back.
healthy.
But, thanks. I feel,
It's amazing. His tan has stuck around. You look good.
but there's something still going on. Jury's still out.
Do you have some bandages down there?
No, it's a poke. It's just it's like a purple. It's like a beautiful sunset. It's like
The bruise.
and the
Do
bruising.
they numb
is
you
like
before they poke you?
Huh?
Do you get numb before they poke you?
Oh yeah, they give you the Versed. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you're out though. So.
Are you out?
No. I wasn't out. I was twilight out, but they used Versed even
So
then.
you could watch him working on you?
Well, I wasn't. They have beautiful monitors.
Do they?
Oh man, those monitors they have.
What, they had the game on for you? What do
Well,
you-
no, they like,
No, the game was on for the doctor.
You can see,
Come on, don't be ridiculous.
but they kept going. Chick, stop moving your leg. Chick, because I kept putting my right leg up because evidently when I sleep, I raise my right leg when I'm on my back. And I kept doing that, and they said stop.
Okay, well, good. Well, congratulations to you and all of the great medical
And then
professionals who helped you out.
We're not talking about the elephant in the room. You saw the photographic evidence of when Josh tried to kill me.
Yeah,
you
we
saw
did
that,
see
right?
that.
I thought that you were in pain, and I
You
Josh,
saw that.
It's called euthanize.
Right.
So to speak.
That's murder one.
Yeah,
murder.
There's a photograph on the various Bob and Tom social media outlets of a chick apparently taking My Pillow and shoving it on you. You know, Mike, when he developed My Pillow, wanted you to be able to suffocate people.
I don't have a My Pillow, but I'm curious.
Are you?
So those commercials work.
I've got one.
Is it all right?
I don't notice that much of a difference, but let me tell you this: my shoulder's jacked up, and because my head is big, and I sleep with my arm under it, and I have
a big head.
heavy. It's very heavy. It hurts my back, but I sleep with my shoulder like this, and since I got the My Pillow, my shoulder does not hurt nearly
go.
as bad. So there's something in it.
It's almost like a commercial.
I don't like it
Live
enough where I'm
spot.
like buying a necklace with a cross on it and blue shirts, but I do like them.
I like Mike, yeah. Now, so technically, we should point this out. Chick, once again, had an emergency surgical procedure Sunday morning, and they put in a couple of what they call stents. So, but I'm amazed that you had a short stint getting your stent, which I think.
Yeah, like I said, I was there Sunday morning at 7, and I was out yesterday at 10:30.
yeah, we were having lunch at
having lunch.
2 hours after that.
Now, I assume you had like a double cheeseburger with fries with
As a
cheese
matter
on
of
them.
fact, I did. But when I ordered it, yeah, evidently I
Because you're at square one again. It's time to.
without revealing too much, the law's been laid down that we're not doing this again. So
A lot of salads.
we're
A lot of salads in your future.
We're going to see what we can do about that.
I brought him salad Sunday. We had a nice salad dinner, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah, I brought Olive Garden. I brought 3 Olive Garden salads. You and I each had 1.5.
Well, you know what?
You don't
I'm
remember that?
sure I enjoyed it.
Honestly, Chick, you thanked me about 5 times, and you kept saying
I was hiring a kite.
you kept saying the salad sure does hit the spot.
When does a salad hit the spot?
Never.
That's my high talk,
Yeah.
all right.
Do you remember
Yep.
showing me your ass? Do you remember that?
You know what? I do remember that.
You said you were getting out of bed, and you go, "Well, here's a little something for you." Stood up, opened the back of that
I
gown.
let the gown fly open. Give him a little show. He brought me a salad. What can I say?
Wait,
He deserved
But
it.
you know you're high when you go, man. This salad rocks.
Yeah,
Actually, it really. I
I
was
love
over in
Olive
salad. I
Garden
loved
salad, but
But you know what I'm saying.
did you get the breadsticks too?
Yeah, and they keep bringing them to you.
Oh, I know.
I mean, we weren't there. Right.
Okay.
In the hospital, they keep bringing us service.
This is the Bob and Tom Show coming to you from the Napa Auto Parts Studios. He's back at the newly named NutriChops Sports Desk.
My ladies love those things. They're like cookies.
Yeah.
Cookies for dogs.
Oh, man, they love them.
We'll tell you about NutriChops coming up. In the meantime, that's Chick McGee's back from his heart procedure. We got a full house here, including, actually, he happens to be sitting in for Chick. It's Reno Collier. Hey, Reno, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Thanks for coming up. We also have Pat Godwin with a song, apparently, that'll be appropriate for something. I mentioned our engineer, Ace Cosby. Hey! Thank you.
Hello, baby.
Ace
Hey, maybe he's micless right now.
Yeah, he's
Maybe we
micless.
should do the joke of the week.
That's Josh Arnold, humorously implying that the joke of the week isn't worth hearing. And it's the joke of the day today. So we'll get to that.
joke of
Christy Lee's turning her head and coughing.
Yeah.
Not for that reason.
I heard there was a joke about a pizza that I missed.
She's wearing.
I wouldn't say you missed it.
It was cheesy.
And then we have Jess Hooker here, who was here to dig deep into a topic.
The hook.
Which, the hook with Jess Hooker. And that is your real name, by the way. We have to.
It is.
Dear dumbasses, why would you name a woman? Do we have a topic for today?
No, you know what, Tom? I've been a little bit busy
Right.
for the last couple of days, so I didn't have a lot of time to prepare.
Okay.
Turns out I had the joy of caring for Chick the last 3 days,
Yes.
and I'm the one that got the sobbing phone call at Sunday.
What are you talking about? I was
Sunday
not
morning.
sobbing. I was being a man.
We were.
Hey, look, I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to go to the hospital.
You were already at the hospital when you called.
That's right.
Yeah, you waited.
You drove yourself?
Drove himself.
Well, yeah, what am I going to do?
And were you
The
shoeless?
dogs can't drive yet.
Call an ambulance?
Ruby has her learners, but no, I had my slippers on.
Ah, okay.
Once again,
Very
Chick
comfortable, though.
Chick had a heart procedure over the weekend.
Yeah, you got one put in, huh?
The classics. But it's great that they were able to get a surgical team over there. I guess those men and women
Well, that
are
causes
they're
the-
on
but
standby.
It's nice that they were there, but it causes you some concern that on a Sunday
Plus, you had to pay double time.
they're rushing. You think that's going to reflect? Oh my God!
Yep.
They had to call in the surgical team because Chick had taken some medications that he shouldn't have before he went to the hospital. So that ruled out any medication that they could use prior to the cath.
I
The
don't
cath
know
was
why.
the last option.
I don't know how she got on the air, but I don't know why she's talking right now.
Well,
What do you-
I'll tell you a true story. I had a fairly severe hand injury on a Sunday many years ago. And I went to the one of those little like med check places, and then they sent me to the big hospital, and they had to call in a hand surgeon. And the guy came in and he goes, look, they just called me. I was at a picnic. I had a beer an hour and a half ago, and he goes, I tell you what, you're okay. We got this thing stabilized. I'll be back in an hour. Great, you know, he was. That was
so
very-
he went back and sobered up?
yeah. Well, he wasn't. He said he'd had one. He was very, very honest about it. So
Okay, take that story and then apply that to the patient, and then they have to wait for you to sober up before they can operate. Did you know that? I did not know that.
well, typically
Sure,
in
the
a
blood and the-
typically
Yeah,
8 o'clock
you're
on a
a
Sunday
leader.
morning, you haven't had 3 Bloody Marys.
What's going on over there?
All I'm going to say is it's the month of May. Okay, there.
I had when I was in college. There were these girls that lived up above us, and we were cooking out in the middle of the night. There's smoke. Chick, come on! I drove 5 hours. He hates.
I thought your voice was coming from over there. I've been sick.
So these girls lived above us, and we're cooking hamburgers like 2 o'clock in the morning, and they throw water on our grill to put it out, right? And I get pissed off, so and we were drinking tequila and everything, and I take a pack of those spinner fireworks, and I'm like, I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna chuck them in their apartment, right? So I run up, and I wasn't thinking they might have locked their door, knowing I'm coming up, and I lit them, and they went off in my hand. So it's like, zzz, right? So I go to the hospital, and I'm hammered drunk, and I go in, and the nurse was like, I'm sitting there, and my hands all bubbled up, and she's like, have you been drinking? And I was like, no, but I need something for the pain. Total lie. She goes, okay. So I pull the back of my pants down. She's like, gives me a shot, and I'm like, oh my God, yeah, you know. Pain's gone, feeling great. The doctor comes in and he's like, "How you doing?" I go, "Oh man, I'm in a lot of pain." He goes, "Have you been drinking?" I go, "No." He goes, "Have you had anything for the pain?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Pull your pants down." Wow. Yeah. So I felt really good. And
then a third guy came in and I pulled my pants down.
no, but it ended
Then he
up
felt the pain.
it ended up costing a fortune because they kept me in the hospital when they found out I was lying. They kept me in the hospital for like a day and a half
To make sure you didn't die.
to make sure I didn't die because I kept lying about the shots of the.
Don't they have charts?
Well, I will tell you this.
I wish.
Morphine is everything they say it is.
Yeah, they give you that button. And
No, they
Oh
didn't
no,
give me
he
the
can't
button.
be trusted with a button.
They gave me the shot.
well, the button has some kind of a
about
Yeah,
10
there's a
minutes.
time
like
release,
a like a
right?
governor on it, so you can't because otherwise
Yeah.
you'd be going
You'd be
click,
dead.
click, click,
Yeah.
click, click, click.
Yeah,
Bela Lugosi yourself.
Yeah,
What?
they got
Did the
it down.
morphine make you pass out
Yep.
the second time?
Yeah, the second time.
Yeah, he passed out.
Now, I understand. Do you have a song?
Have you ever fainted, Tom?
No.
Like fainted dead away?
No.
Neither have I.
I have none.
Was this the first time you'd done that?
As near as I can figure.
When you wake up, do you know that you fainted?
The third time. Oh yeah. No, I was. They were wheeling me down the hallway, and
They were
then,
doing a heart scan. Yeah.
And then the next thing I know, I was back in the emergency room where I started.
Weird.
I don't remember anything.
So let's get back to Reno Collier liking to take his pants off. Now, do you
all
find
right.
yourself doing this like on a bus with cable guy? I mean,
Oh, all the time.
Okay.
That's how I got the gig.
okay.
Get her done.
Yeah, got her dead.
Got her done. Yeah.
Now, we've asked this of many a comedian. You work with Larry the Cable Guy, and before he was really famous, he was on our show. He called in every week.
Yeah.
And he is a wonderful human being beyond his character, Larry the Cable Guy. A terrific guy. But he is one of the few guys that has that. He's got his phrase.
Yeah.
You know, he's got get her done. Obviously.
Right.
Did anyone ever urge you to get? Did you have like a manager going, "Hey, we got to get you something"? Can you come up with a line that would be?
Well, I had that. Put some ham on that thing. The chicken I were choking around.
Yeah, I did like that.
I did too, buddy.
I like that.
That didn't work out. Put some ham
No,
on
it didn't. I just don't have. I don't want to say. I love the guy. We worked together for a long time. I just can't do it. Like I can't bring myself to just say something to make people.
You can't get like a. I took my pants off.
That doesn't flow like hamburger.
Yeah.
It just if it doesn't make sense with the joke, I have a hard time.
I think it helps if you do it like an old blues musician, though.
Yeah.
I take my pants off.
I took my pants off. Now, Ace, because Ace has his. Throw the mic over there. Ace will do his famous phrase. Go ahead, Ace.
Time to rock.
Yeah.
Then
Very
nice.
good.
Yeah.
Wish you could do that. Yeah.
Time. His voice is just so cool sounding.
Yeah, unless
You know what I mean?
Away.
Josh, did you ever try to come up with one? Didn't you?
No, I never did. The closest thing I did was half fat, and that was really
You describe yourself as being half fat.
yeah.
From the
and then I
waist down,
kind of
you're
repeat
slender.
it for the sake of the merch I was selling after the show.
And people actually bought those, right?
Oh, dude,
Do you still
sold
have
them like
Do
crazy.
you still have t-shirts? Do you still have some?
No, I don't have any right now. I need to make some more because people are
Yes.
asking for them.
Yes.
A half fat T-shirt.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I have 2 boxes of off constantly church softball shirts. If anybody'd like to buy them, that I tried to sell. Have you ever done a joke that ran its course, but you still had the merch and had to keep telling the joke? And try to sell
Oh, I've seen that many times. What was your shirt?
It's so I used to do this joke a long time ago, and I found a box of them, and now there's homeless people in Murfreesboro wearing them because I gave them to Greenhouse Ministries because I couldn't get rid of them. They took up too
So
much
what's the
space.
joke?
So the joke is my dad made me play on our church softball team, and our team sucked, right? So I got tired of us losing all the time, so I changed the name of our team to Off Constantly. So that way, at least at the end of the game, after we lost, the other team ran around the field like, "We won! We beat Off Constantly! We beat Off."
I get it.
Joke there. Yes. So I did the joke on TV, and then I was like, I can't do the joke anymore. But I had boxes of this crap that I couldn't sell. I still have cups. I have all kinds of stuff. If anybody wants them,
So that it just says
off constantly, and they're like 3/4 length shirts. So
That's cool.
I had them. I was paying for this storage unit thing, and I was like, I got to get rid of this stuff. So I took it and I gave it to this. Thing that gives clothes to homeless people, and I'm driving my daughter to school, and there is this dude on the side of the corner with RenoCollier.com on the back of his shirt. It says "Off Constantly," and my daughter's like, hey, that dirty guy's wearing your shirt. I'm like, yeah, he is. I gave him.
Oh God.
Dirty guy is wearing your shirt.
Dude, my daughter just says whatever. She gets it from her mother.
Wow. Now, welcome back to the Bob and Tom program. We're still here. That felt really good. Christy Lee is at
Yo.
the Bob and Tom news desk, and we call it now. She is stationed at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. And wait a minute, do you have a song?
No, I wasn't prepared for this because we didn't think you were
We
coming
know
back.
you were coming. That's true.
We quite honestly, Chick, we didn't think you were going to make it, and
But now
nothing. No one laughed.
No, because I didn't think I was going to make
it got a little serious there. But this is about this is about half finished. And I hope you
scare us
enjoy
like that again.
It's a little tribute. A little tribute.
Okay.
Welcome back. Your heart was almost your ticket out. Welcome back.
Oh, now we laugh.
To that Bob.
Well, see, that's
All I
because
needed was a guitar.
no. You needed a setup and then a punchline. See, as opposed to just blurting out a thought. Okay, I'm sorry. Start over.
Welcome back to that Bob and Tom show you used to bitch about. Well, the names haven't changed since you hung around. Tom's still a dick and Josh is a clown. But that didn't get anything.
That's a shame. I'll be keeping your paycheck.
And everybody repeat, but who'd have thought we need you?
Everybody,
Back
come on.
here where we feed you. Welcome back. Welcome back. Just a little something.
Nice.
Thank you, Pat.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
Very nice.
Nice.
I
Very
had
nice.
more notice.
Okay.
I don't know how long I'm
And I never thought I'd say I missed sports because Reno Collier was talking about like third tier.
I bet he was actually
Division
doing,
6
you were doing a
coaching changes.
sportscast, I bet, right?
Yeah.
Put
he
some
was.
ham on that thing.
He does not want to hear a sportscast. That's the last thing he wants. That's the problem.
Now, Josh's team's playing tonight, right?
Yes, yeah. The
Where's-
St. Louis
where-
Blues versus San Jose. Sure.
Where is that game?
In St. Louis.
And if they win, they go to the finals.
That's right. They lose, we'll have a Game 7 Thursday.
Okay, and I was hoping that Josh
And the
would-
Dubs won last night. They're in the
right,
finals.
they're on the way. Now, I was hoping that Josh would wear his hockey sweater
And nothing else. That's
while
what
watching the games. Yeah, Porky Pig in it.
Yeah.
You
know what?
Then we get easy access to everything if they get a goal.
Careful what you wish for, because you'll be getting a picture.
Do you have a recliner? Is that where you
I
watch
do,
your games?
yes.
If they win tonight, a picture from the back of your butt, the Porky Pig in front of the TV.
No, he's getting all of it. He's getting all of it.
We were talking about this yesterday. The Blues have never been Stanley Cup champions, right?
They never have. And,
And-
I've never seen them play in a final. The last time that happened was in 70.
And the Sharks have to win 2 in a row to.
Yeah, we'll have to see. It's exciting stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
very excited. We'll move on now.
Well.
That's how
Sorry,
exciting
sorry,
it is.
I knew you had something else.
Well, no, I think I
Nothing's
was
changed. It's all
fascinated
right.
to find out
No,
that
evidently you almost died. That's fine. Let's hear about it.
Reno,
Yeah.
who lives. Hey, don't play the death card. Okay?
Fair enough.
Don't play the death card. Reno, you were talking about the fact that you're from Nashville, and I find it sort of comical that in our world now, for example, the NFL is trying to shove the NFL down all these, in London, etc. I mean, come on, don't you have enough money?
Did you go down there for the draft?
No.
But you were talking about
No, I
there's
left town.
hockey in Nashville.
Yeah, but honestly, man, I mean, it's not a town that anybody grew up playing hockey, but the fans are unbelievable. Like last year when they were in the Stanley Cup playoffs, the downtown area was jammed full of people all the way down Broadway, all the way down 2nd Avenue. People have taken it and run with it.
Yeah.
So there's the old thing. There used to be 8 teams in some division, and they throw an octopus out. When
Yeah.
somebody's
Detroit?
Yeah, so in Nashville, they throw a catfish
Yeah.
on to the ice every time. And I'm not kidding you, at the games, there's probably 15 people. Everyone doesn't know when to throw them. They don't get the whole concept. Like you're supposed to score 3 goals. But I guess with a catfish, they get sick of having them in their boots.
Well,
so they're just like,
yeah.
the hell with it. The game's over. I'm going to get drunk in a honky tonk. I'm chucking this catfish.
Right.
So there's catfish and it smells. I mean,
We had a story about how a guy smuggled one in when it was how he got that large catfish.
When they were playing Pittsburgh, they told all the grocery stores and stuff to get catfish out of, don't sell catfish to anybody. Like in
Really?
Pittsburgh, they would not sell them because they were worried about the Nashville fans going in, buying them, and chucking them into the arena in Pittsburgh.
That is so weird. How would you smuggle one in?
And they put them in their boot, like in a cowboy boot or in your jeans.
Yeah, the story we did, the guy had him in his pants, and it was a big catfish.
It was a guy, I hope.
Yeah. Yes.
That'd be rough. Hey, look, Susie.
Isn't the
Can you hide this for me?
I don't know what to tell you, but
but isn't the principle of
the
catfish?
elevator's going down, but I'm not.
Too bad it's not FDS night.
FDS night here at the St. Louis Arena.
Isn't noodling based on the catfish will put anything in their mouths, right?
You put it,
Yeah,
you
put
dangle
your
in front of
fist.
it, it'll.
Yeah, it'll.
So if a guy puts it down his,
Yeah, well,
They're
Well,
dead,
they're dead.
chick.
They're dead. Yeah, they're
you don't know that. you don't know that.
you can't play the death card.
Wait a
We
minute,
already
you've never
told
gone to the grocery store and looked at the live catfish tank? So I'll have that one.
Now you're getting your laughs. You happy now?
Anyway, I
we got news.
No, I'm sorry. I was just tearing up the list. We were dividing your shoes.
I sent pictures.
We all were the same size. So.
It's not funny.
That's not funny.
You were 12. I think Josh wears 12.
I wear
too.
12.
Who?
Reno, what do you win?
11 and a half. I could do it.
You can put an extra sock on.
Fluffy socks? Yeah, sure.
Ace, where do you fall on the shoe thing?
11.
11? Really? I'm surprised.
Wow, that's
Well, we're breaking stereotypes this morning.
startling.
I'm a 15.
Liar.
The Irish guy's a 15 and the black guy's an 11.
It's upside down.